geography. They have it in their own map, but they will never take a time to go there say they want to do something. So if the government has failed to do something, what happens to the dwellers of that place, the inhabitants of that place? Can't they put themselves together and do something? If they always wait for the government, they will not get it done. They said, in fact, you have gone too far, sir. I remember one of our fathers here, Baba Kasim, may Allah continue to bless him.
Amen.
He said he collected one contract some times ago in the past along the referral area. On getting there, if the people that first appeared to him, if you see them, you will think you are seeing the Munkar and Nakir. You are seeing the messengers of Allah with their hefty heart, chest, very hefty guys. They came out and said, "You are the one that collected this contract here. You will do road and sink a bow. So and you think that can be done? Omo, we never chop for you. You must settle us. So if you don't settle, we don't allow you to do any work for you." He said they could not. They couldn't take the shovel to scratch the land on that place. The money that they paid them, they have to settle those people. At the end of the day, that may God forgive them, they too, they have to. How many times that government will award something and people will go away with the money? How many times that something will be there for people to share? Ramadan is coming now. They will say, give them. Out of not being patriotic, some people will just sit down on top of that thing. Every year, rice has never failed to be in their house. Anytime you go there, you always, have a bag of rice in their house. It's not their property. It is some people's property. The other time during the COVID, you remember what happened now? When they gave some people palliative to share to people, what did they do with it? They seated over, they diverted it until people came out and protested and said, this is our property. All these things, if you don't take good care of all those things, we are not being loyal, we are not doing well to our country. Also, if you look at our health system, in terms of the health system, the hospitals, the doctors in the hospital, if you are taken to a government hospital, they will be the one to tell you that we don't have this, we don't have that, and the only place where you can have this drug, the only place where you can have this medicine, the only place where you can have this what's it called, the syringe or whatever, is that particular. They refer you to a particular place that they know belongs to one of them, or they have a share in the place. Are we together? So somebody one day they were doing program on the television, and they said the number of diagnosis centers that they have for the cancer patients is limited. I think just 8 in all Nigeria, throughout the Nigeria. They now said, what will it cost to set up a diagnosis center for one one diagnosis? How much will it cost? They gave the amount. They say, are we now saying that the Nigeria as a whole, as giant as we are, that we cannot afford, we don't have that kind of money to set up as possible the number of diagnostic center that people that have this thing can go and be checking themselves, be treating themselves? Somebody has that question. Another person now gave analysis that it is possible, but some government will say go and do it. Some people, they will not do it. All these things, we are looking at it as a simple thing. What happens to you? What happens to me? That corruption has now become the normal thing, as just a way of life, as part of our normal living. Corruption. Yes. Corruption. That is in conclusion now. In conclusion. Yes. In conclusion, corruption is the father of all these things, or the mother of all these crimes that we are talking about, because it is crimes. If you look at it, anything that makes you not to be patriotic, the next thing you will do after that thing will be the opposite of being patriotic. And not being patriotic, what you are doing indirectly is that you are committing crimes against your country, against your community. People will go for passport. Let's take it from there. People will go for passport. They will process it. Yes, that is, I'm telling you some reality now. You are not in all offices. When you are in an office, your own assignment, your own unit is different from this other person's unit. Your own, maybe your own is just to collect the data of the what is it called, the applicant, your name, your status, your age, your this, your that. You pass it on to the next unit for further processing. That one, before the same file that you as an officer has collected and you have taken the data of the applicant, before you get it submitted in the next office, they will say, ah, now that's a file. Let me see. You didn't put this thing in this file. Oh, this file is not complete. It's not well prepared. They will reject it. You that you have been in this work now, you will collect it. You go to it. What is missing? Nothing is missing in this file. And they will tell you, I say something is missing. You will go look at it, still give somebody that's more knowledgeable than you, they will tell you nothing is missing. Until when you say, waiting they happen now, you don't know. Until when I got to some places before I realized that you have to put money inside a file like this. You will put it there, they will not do like this. They say, okay, this file, it has been approved already now. They will not say, it has already been approved. Why do I have to bring it again? Something I just bring in. Immediately they will endorse it and they will ask you to take it to the next place. So it happens like that. This one will collect, this one will collect. Now, if it is me that you came through me, that you want to process a passport, I will tell you how much you will pay. At the end of the day, those people, I will not, because I don't have the knowledge of what they will ask me to bring. If I now tell you that what you have budgeted, what you have read online, you are going to pay more than that. It's as a result of the charges that is going to come from the other people that is not inclusive in the one that you saw online. Are we together? And like that, like that, like that, like that, on and on like that. So, for us to have the benefit of our religion, for us to be an acceptable servant of Allah, by the time we go back to Him, all these things that we take as simple matters, they are very, very important and they are very serious in the sight of Almighty Allah. When they are talking of corruption, sorry, my chairman, they will say somebody carry more than 2 trillion, more than 3 trillion. He cannot finish it. He doesn't need it. Give them. You are not being loyal to your people. How can people be suffering and you have all this money? What are you going to do with it? Help people now. How much will it take some people? Some people, if they want 500,000, their entire life, you have taken care of, or you have solved all their problems for their entire life. They don't need anything again. They will build their life. They will start up their life on that 500,000 that they have given to them. And now imagine how many thousands, millions, uncountable of dollars, of billions that some people have in their own houses. So, patriotism is the same as loyalty, is the same as being respectful, is the same as being dutiful, and is the same as being religious, being prayerful to one's country. Any day you wake up, remember to pray for the community that you live in and where you come from. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين والمسلمات ونسأل الله أن يطول عمرنا وأن يغفر لنا خطايانا في دنيانا وآخرتنا والحمد لله رب العالمين. Thank you for giving me the